neighborhood.
Welcome to the Z Truth Podcast, where we have transparent, real, and thought-provoking conversations. Your host is Zyykirrah the author of 15 social media secrets that pay. So let's get real, get honest, and get started.
Hello, and welcome back to another awesome show with Z Truth Podcast. And I have my co-host, Jamie from the Salute. Hey, Jamie.
Hello.
We
Glad
are
to be here.
Glad to have you. I missed you, sorry.
Cut me off already.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but we are super excited for episode 11 of season 5. We have some exciting topics, and as you can see, the title is Stalkers in the Super Bowl. Jamie, I don't know who picked this topic. It was me, but it's okay. It's okay. So we're going to have our transparent moment, and then we're going to get into it. And our first transparent moment is, have you ever been a stalker? Or have you been stalked?
Yes.
Yes to both, or?
Never been stalked that I know of, but I am a professional stalker. So I usually try to
She
pay
is, y'all.
to the cues and clues. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody has a little bit of stalker in them. Some unhealthy, some a little bit more healthy. Some people can be reasonable. That's the word of the month. Being reasonable. But yeah, I enjoy snooping on people. Facebook's my friend.
You can find out so much stuff on Facebook.
If you choose, I mean, some people are very cautious about the information that they release, but some people,
they don't care.
Everybody knows about what's going on in their life, and so
it's funny because, like me, I post a lot, but I post very selectively.
Right, I can't tell what's happening with your everyday.
Really,
which is important. Not really.
No, okay, and then I purposely post later. If that makes sense. So like if I'm at the yard house, I'm never going to check in at the yard house until later that day or the next day.
Or next week.
Right.
You don't need to know
where I'm at because literally people do weird stuff. They can pop up on you. I have had stalker tendencies in the past, but for a good reason. I just wanted to know who I was with was lying to me, and I was right.
Okay.
They were. But I will say this, especially to my ladies, if you feel something is off, it's probably off. Absolutely. And I'm not saying you're 100% right all the time because there is a thing as PTSD. But for the most part, we know who we with, especially if you are exchanging juices from the coochies.
Oh, God. That's why we're celibate in 2025.
Right. It's like, man, if you didn't make it in 2025 when the ball dropped, you are, let me not even go there, but when you are
body from the past.
Right. No, he's not even on the list. They're not on the list in 2025. Anyway, but what I'm saying is when you literally are intertwined with someone physically, emotionally, and sexually, you're going to feel things. You're going to notice things. You notice everything. Like I remember one time we were out and you were like, did you see his nose ring? No, I did not see that person's nose ring. But so if you can notice that, imagine what you would notice if you're actually with someone.
Yeah.
So that's the only time I did had some tendencies that probably wasn't the healthiest.
But I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, as long as you're not following somebody and showing. You did that too?
I did that before. This is why. Let me explain myself.
Let's talk about bees.
Let me explain myself.
Let's talk about bees.
I cannot believe she has. Do y'all know what this is? This is a tracker, and we're not trying to give you guys any ideas.
No.
But did you get this from Amazon?
No,
I got mine from Amazon
because I do private investigating work.
I did too.
Trackers are a part of our everyday life.
This thing will never be seen. The person can go get their car washed, worked on, and even the mechanic won't see this because it just blends in. And this is like a micro strong magnet. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say. I can't believe you have this exact thing.
I told you.
You did tell
I
me.
did. That's like, yeah, this is.
I used that once.
So okay.
Don't make this be the reason that y'all don't want to date
We're
me.
gonna give y'all some good advice. Yeah. Well, technically all the trackers are made by the same company. Different companies just pick them up and use them as their devices for their system. Don't be embarrassed, girl. Be empowered. Okay.
I was empowered. I just wanted to know.
Legally, though,
you can't do that.
Legally, you are not to put a tracker on a vehicle that you do not own or co-registered with. So, you know,
I don't do these things anymore, and I hope this doesn't discourage anybody who's looking at me like, "Damn, she's single. I want to." But
if there is something that's going on, especially if you're married and like your money's on the line, you want to make sure that you're having a professional person gather that information for you, so that you can actually use it in court. Because judges do not want to hear that you went on your own PI expedition. You're probably not going to be able to use any of that evidence in court. So
that's good to know.
It's very important to know how and when to use these kind of things. Now, if it's your kid, track them all day.
Is that legal?
Absolutely. Because it's usually your car. Your child is usually driving a vehicle that you've purchased or are paying for.
Mm-hmm. Well, my oldest, that's his thing, but
what?
That's his car. Not that I want to stalk them, but
oh well, and also if it's your kid's not going to turn you over to the police and be like, my mom was trying to stalk me, unless you got a sick situation,
right?
Okay, so let me bring this up. I got a call the other day from a mother who obviously did not have custody of her children. And she wanted us to find out where the child was going to school. Right. So obviously the child is a minor. Mm-hmm. They're not you can't pull them up on a database search.
Right.
When I started questioning her about why she didn't have the children, and obviously her mother had physical custody of the kids, she got upset with me and hung up the phone. So
it's all these questions.
It is very important that I don't know. That was a reminder to me. You want to deal with legit people.
Yeah.
Life is already messy. No need to aggravate the situation any further by not having control of your emotions.
Right. Because that's a red flag for a mother to not know where her kids go to school. That's like probably years of neglect or something.
Something crazy happened. And no judgment.
No judgment, because life happens. Right. We don't know what could have happened.
You're not getting ready to hire me and think that I'm getting ready to do your dirty work for you so that you can pop up and tell this kid or snatch him from the school. And then where'd you get this information from? Oh, I called Black Detective Services. No.
And I think that's another lesson within this transparent moment, that all money ain't good money. And you don't have to say yes to every deal that comes presented at your table, because it's not always for you, right? And we just was talking about that just recently, about me getting all these offers from me in a different part of my world where it's like, no. But anyway, just transparent moment real quick. I have done those things, and I will never do them because, like I said earlier, for real, the reason why you don't do them is because you feel it. Especially if you're involved with this person and romantically, you're probably right. So you don't trust them anyway because of the feelings that you're having. So just leave the situation.
Right.
Have I ever been stalked? Yes. I remember one time I walked outside and I had no tires on my car. It was on cinder blocks. And to this day, their dad won't admit that it was him. He's the only one that I can think of that could do that in that short period of time, and that would care enough to put him on cinder blocks, because I guess he said that it was probably somebody taking tires, but my car wasn't like a Benz with rims. It was just like a regular car, kind of like Betsy.
So you came outside and the car was on cinder blocks?
Cinder blocks, like 4, 1, 2, 3. And I'm looking at it like, I have to be at work in an hour. What am I supposed to do? There's no way you're going to
make it. Is there Uber then?
No, there's no Ubers, only taxis. At the time this guy was dating took me to go get my tires. He got them for me.
Well, that's why they man was mad. You done moved on.
Oh yeah. I mean, he had a girlfriend though.
So they can have somebody, but we can't.
Oh, well,
that's the foolishness of this world.
That's another topic. So tell us, have you been a stalker or have you been stalked? Because we would like to know.
And if you have a stalker story, I would love to hear
it. We would love to. Just comment, put it on Facebook, Instagram. If you see us on TikTok, please let us know. Let us know.
I just want to shout out my new nose ring. It looks really good on camera.
You gotta get zoom. Wait, is that from the company?
What company? Oh no.
No, okay.
No, I don't think they have nose jewelry.
Oh, okay.
But I really like it. So
I like it too.
You should see it for some time. Okay, I'm done.
Yes, it's pretty. It is. I thought it was 2 earrings. For real. Anyway, so that's our transparent moment. Now we're going to get into the relevant. And I want y'all's honest opinion. I don't care who you voted for. Where is everything at? But do you think that Elon Musk intentionally did the Nazi salute? And I keep getting people saying it was the Roman salute. And I want y'all to understand.
What's the difference? Okay, do you know the difference between the Roman and the Nazi?
I know the difference, but one of the things that actually is relevant about the difference is that it stemmed from the Nazi salute stemmed from the Roman salute.
Okay.
So the Nazis got it from the Romans, but the Nazis coined it. Meaning it's kind of like, you know, this person could have created something, but this person is it's known for it, right? They might not have been the origination. So I want to just play this for those of you who are watching. Let's see.
I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. Thank you.
So what it
feels Nazi to me. Well, here's my thing. If it was a Roman salute, the age of the Romans was so far before Nazi, right?
Right, yeah. Okay. It was before, well before. A long time ago.
So you took that.
That's like Caesar.
From what you saw last and what you
thought was a superior
right
race at the time was the Romans.
You were the Nazis.
No, I'm saying at one point the Romans were the superior.
Yeah, but I don't even think the Romans weren't using that as
no.
I know what I'm saying. But the Nazis.
And then it's not even like, what's up? You know, like if somebody was just like, we got you, you know what I'm saying? They can try to misinterpret it like, but my man said, did y'all hear it? If we went outside right now and stood up.
Well, they would think we were tripping, one, because we're black. So they would be like, I don't know what they're doing up there.
I think they're identifying as rednecks.
I think they probably would just think we're throwing our arm in there. Because I don't feel like that you're going to associate that with Nazi unless the person is Caucasian.
But you would think, why are they doing the Nazi salute and they're black girls? You don't think so?
Do that.
We should do that. We're going to go.
I don't want to, because then I don't want anybody to think that I'm associated.
I just want to get people's reaction. Like,
we could just ask the question.
Do you think
that shit hurts? Show them the video.
This video? Oh, show them the video and ask their opinion.
Yeah.
Because we would look crazy doing that.
Yes, I'm not doing it.
Okay, so I'll be honest. I have been very optimistic about this administration because I'm trying to be positive. And
what's today's date? Today is the 30th of January, and how much has already been undone? Okay, go ahead.
It's kind of scary. I won't lie. Like, it is scary to me because, number one, what about the gender thing? Do you disagree with the gender thing? He immediately made it only 2 genders. Are we going to get canceled?
Okay. Are you guys going to cancel us?
Don't cancel us.
Okay. My faith is first. Per the Lord, there is man and woman. Okay. To me, that's it. We have lived in a world that accepts people for how they want to be. And we've got the non-binary and the, I don't even know if that's or what.
It's like H.
I can't.
It's a lot of letters.
Okay. I feel that it is cruel at this point to now say that it was okay for you to be this way and be identified this way in previous years, but now all of a sudden we're going to cancel that. So that is my issue, is how things are being handled. It don't really matter whether I feel like man and woman is it. It has to do with these people being able to get insurances and live their lives the way they want to. I mean, America is supposed to be this melting pot of it's supposed to be this melting pot of all of these different cultures, and people are supposed to be able to grab themselves by their bootstraps if they have any, which is also
we didn't get any bootstraps,
right?
too,
Not ain't seen anyway. A piece of boot, but anywho,
not even a string.
I just think it's cruel. I think that all of this is hatred based, and it starts with ICE and immigrants, and eventually, well, as we know with the whole DEI thing, it's, and we are the ones who built this country on our backs,
blood, sweat, and tears.
So, but I mean, when we've never really been appreciated,
never.
Diversity has never really been appreciated. Some people do, some people don't. I don't know. I'm just, for those who voted for Trump. This change in the minute, I can't even say the name because I feel like that gives him more attention. I just
like the TikTok thing. That was such a brilliant, terrible thing, but it was brilliant.
We'll see what happens
brilliant in the sense of making people feel, not brilliant in the sense of that it's right, but brilliant in the sense of it was very creative. But I knew the moment that I saw that on there, it was going to be up in 24 hours.
What are you talking about, the ban?
Yeah, remember when it was banned and it said at the bottom?
Girl, I missed it.
So it was only it was maybe 12 to 24 hours, right? And it said at the bottom, well, the whole thing said something along the lines, and I'm just ad-libbing, like, sorry, USA, y'all can't get on TikTok, but thanks to President Trump, we are trying to make some adjustments. But it literally said thanks to.
My thing is, we already knew that before the ban even got in
effect.
But
the fact that they wrote it is just like the checks we were getting.
That's fine. I mean,
you said that. That's fine.
That means nothing.
You want some of this? I just want to make this reference, and I'm just, because we're both about to be 40 this year, and we don't have no filter.
Okay.
I just want y'all to know this is not any filters. Y'all can check this right here. Because I'm literally like, wait, what? Did I not check the settings? I went and checked.
Good lighting will get you where you need to be.
But I think it's us.
It is us.
It's the lighting does help. Yeah, the lighting helps. But I was just like, I literally looked at the settings and was like, is the touch 21. Up? We looking like, dang. High five. Okay, anyway. So getting back to this,
okay, we knew prior to the ban even happening
he was going to work it out.
No, that China.
Don't do that.
Oh,
that's racist.
That's what Trump said.
What he said, China.
Oh,
nobody in the office. Sorry, guys, we don't mean it that way for real.
No, I'm just laughing at Trump.
One chicken wing.
But now, see, I didn't say that. She gonna be on Fire in a minute.
I remember.
No.
I remember in Florida one time we were coming from a cruise, me and a couple of my business partners, and we went to this Chinese restaurant. And it was all black girls in there. I mean, it was 2 black guys, 2 black girls, one me included. And then she said, "What would you like? Go chicken wing?" And none of us ate chicken. That part was so funny. I was like, "Ma'am, we don't prefer chicken." She's like, "You sure you don't want no chicken wing?"
Girl, where are you from?
David Matthews, if you're watching this, confirm this story. Anyway, go ahead. But we
knew that China was waiting for the change in power so that they could approach Trump with their new plans.
Right.
So I don't think that any of this is just because, you know what I'm saying? People have been waiting. If you are one of these people, like I was talking to a business friend of mine kind of right before election time, and his whole thing was, I'm going to be able to make $4 million as long as Trump's in office. So I mean,
I
are
mean,
you a
honestly,
slave to
right?
the dollar, or do you have some kind of real care for people and just humanity? But the way people treat others and all the shootings and all the foolishness, we don't have a respect for humanity. So I don't expect all of a sudden for people to just be good people and to be trying to do what's right.
Right.
So I just hope that I can survive Trump 2.0.
And I heard that he's trying to make it 3 terms. Something about 3 terms.
Well, look, they done already fired all the people in the.
Yeah, we got a wrestler, the lady for this.
These people are just this is just more unqualified people.
And then one of them had a tattoo that represented the Nazis also. So hopefully everything pans out and we don't be slaves in the next few years. And
you want to take me out?
Oh, yeah, we're going to. It will be war. Too far along. It would be war, honey, if that was to happen, and they know that. But the only thing I could say is to find where you fit in, but at the same time, it's not all about that because money has energy. So just make sure you do well with that, okay? And just my take on his change, I do believe it's 2 genders, y'all. Like, I'm not going to say whether I do think it is kind of cruel to allow people to do one thing and shift it.
But then the part about taking out, like, from armed forces, people who are trans, and now all of a sudden you're not going to require people to respect how they identify themselves. I mean, that is crazy. So you are asking,
but is it more crazy? Because listen, this is and I'm not. This is not a Trump thing. I believed this before Trump even did this, right? Mm-hmm. But is it more crazy to mentally allow people to believe, like, if you want to,
believe that way anyways, whether somebody allows you to or not,
right? So,
but I mean, but you can't just. So you just need to remove these people from the military then, because that's a setup. It's like when they put trans.
So basically, you're saying, like, if I wanted you to call me a he, even though I look like this, before you had to, and now you don't. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not ever gonna call somebody by the pronoun.
I'm gonna call you by your name,
right? Because I can't keep up.
Me neither. I'd be so confused. I'd be like, I see woman.
Zyykirrah. It's gonna be what I call you,
right?
I'm not gonna call you by he.
What is your name?
Right.
Zyykirrah said, not she, not he. Because my thing is this. I don't think it's anything wrong. I think it makes you more of a homosexual. Is that's not derogatory, right?
I hope not.
I mean, I hope not either. This is such a touchy
Can't talk about shit.
Touchy topic for real. We so sensitive these days. But I think it makes you more of what you are when you are okay with liking that thing. In other words, if I'm a woman and I like women, which I love many of y'all, but if I was a woman and I liked women and I'm with a woman as a woman, that's clear you like women. But if I like a woman who looks like a guy, that part confuses me.
Well, do you just look like a guy, energy? Or are you identifying yourself as a male? Because that's what confuses
that's the difference.
Me.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Because you could be a stud. And
see, we have a lot of studs in football,
right? But they are
women,
still they are still women.
They are very much women.
They just prefer to dress
and to present,
right? But once you start having the double mastectomy, and is that the word that you would still use even if it's not cancer?
No, I don't know what.
Well, double mastectomy is when you cut your boobs off. Well, they call it top surgery.
Oh, when you take the boob seed,
right? So when you
see, just 4 years ago. Or 3 years ago, if you cut off any part of your body that was functioning, you would be classified as insane. That was less than 5 years ago. That was actually written in psychology books that if you chopped off any part of your body that was functioning, the only time you're supposed to chop it off is if it's amputation or diabetes. It'll maybe the cancer.
You're not going to have to cut your boobs off for diabetes.
Oh, I don't know why they cut them off. Breast cancer.
Sometimes cancer. But I'm saying, but
some people lost, like my auntie lost
identify as a male, as female. One of the first things they do is have top surgery. Just like if people want to identify as, if males want to identify as female, like one of the last surgeries they have is bottom surgery, because obviously that's a major surgery.
No, let me just say this. If you're watching this and you are a listener and you are transsexual or what have you, I hope this does not offend you. I actually just don't understand.
Trans.
Did I say it wrong?
Well,
it's so confusing. See,
I don't even know if
maybe
like
I need to have somebody
transsexual.
come on and teach me, because my thing is, I feel like, yes, when you're born, you can, because there was a stage in my life where I used to dress like Aaliyah, the baggy pants, the sports bra, but I still was a little girly, but I was rough. Like, I was so happy I had boys.
I didn't know Aaliyah dressed like a man.
Not like a man, but she would wear baggy pants and a sports bra, and she would have her hair cute.
But she was still feminine. Nobody ever looked at Aaliyah and said
she's not feminine.
Oh, she's dressing like a guy. She just wore baggy pants and a cute top. It was nothing. We probably do need to have
somebody on, because I don't understand. Because my thing is this: if you were born this way,
when Obama allowed LGBTQ to get married, you basically said it. Me and my cousin, we argued about this. You basically said it was like God's word didn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so now, none of these other actions line up with what God is saying, whether you want to say they do or not. It's not really your place to fix, in my opinion, to fix all these things. Because you've had 10 years of people doing all this. And now
has it been 10 years?
When did Obama? 08.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, we have been accepting of these things. Has it
been 08?
He ran in 08 and 12. Obama Biden. That's what my cousin said. Obama Biden. But so I think that the problem is, if we cared that much, then that we should have never even been accepting LGBTQ or XYZ.
I agree with that.
So now that you don't like it and you don't want to accept it, now all of a sudden,
because we had it when he was in office, right? The first time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had it because I remember him.
But see, he didn't have time to do all that because we had to deal with COVID.
Oh, right.
So we had pandemic problems.
Because 12 plus 4 is 16. He took over 2016. That's 2020. Okay, yeah, and then Biden.
Yeah.
Biden didn't have 2 runs.
Yeah, no. He did.
He did?
Yeah.
No. Biden? No. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Because he stepped down the second one midway or halfway or the last quarter. Anyway. Okay. We're going to get off this topic because it's very sensitive, and we do not want to offend anybody. And then y'all start sending us hate mail, and that's not the point.
Please don't send any hate mail. My God, are people doing that?
Sometimes, especially on TikTok, honey. If I post on TikTok, they go in on.
Just know that I'm praying for all the listeners out there because it is not even about what you want to be called. We're getting ready to,
and we love everybody.
Right.
Either way, we love you because that's your life.
With hatred for anybody that doesn't look like the white man.
Right.
And that's just the bottom line. It don't matter if you're a female, a younger person, a trans person, LGBTQ, whatever. We are all getting ready to be under attack.
Right. And that's the scary part, is that we just got to stick together, be together. And that was heavy. Let's get into a different topic.
I needed something fun.
This is fun.
Fuck the Eagles, man. Shit.
You don't like the Eagles?
Cowboy Nation.
Oh, gosh. Delusion.
I don't care. No, the delusion are the Eagles.
How? They're in the playoffs.
They're in is a delusion.
What is their chant?
I don't know. I'm not an Eagles fan. Where are y'all little raggedy Eagles fans out? Go ahead and post a little chant y'all be out there. Chant for the Lord. I'm done. I'm going for the Chiefs.
I am definitely,
because I can't vote for the Eagles.
I'm not going for the Chiefs this year. And the reason I'm not going, I mean, at the same time, I would love to see history, right? But I like the Eagles. The whole team is fine, number one. Why don't you like them?
I just can't. My cowboy spirit will not allow it.
But why? Is that like a rival?
Yes, absolutely. And they are the nastiest fans. That energy is just, ugh.
Well, I mean, they're from Philly. They're from Philly.
Exactly. Shit's scary up there.
Well, I'm right next door, so I'm going to go ahead
Y'all
and
scary
vote.
too?
New Jersey. I am voting for the Eagles to
I
win.
want sweet tea
The
and
reason
donuts.
I think they have a lot of incredible pieces, though. Like
Look, I'm happy
Sequoia
that
is. I mean, Saquon is.
Sequoia.
That looks like Sequoia. Whoever's made it,
Girl,
Saquon.
I
is
am glad
from
that
the
he
hood.
got away from them raggedy ass Giants. And
Was he with the Giants?
Yes, that's what they like. I'm sure the Giants are wishing they had him back now.
But they got rid of him. What is wrong with y'all?
Because they weren't using him properly. It's like
I saw a video of him when he was in high school. He was ridiculous.
But if you play football,
yeah,
if your team doesn't recognize your value and doesn't set you up for success, then you're gonna be sitting there doing nothing.
That's why we fired those coaches. So let me stop. I'm just kidding.
But I mean, really,
it's the truth because he was.
They weren't using him like
we didn't. I didn't know him as anything except for Eagles. Yeah.
Oh no, Saquon has been the shit from the beginning. He just
he'd
didn't
be
get
like
a chance to play.
I
mean, I guess he played. I don't know. I don't follow the Giants either. They're also rivals. So.
Are they rivals? They are.
Well, they're whatever
they're
our
trash.
conference is.
Yeah,
it's the
East and West or South and
no. What is the Commanders? Corny ass name. So you got the Commanders.
I hate their name.
I know.
That's my neighbor's team. But I really
thumbs up. You got the Commanders, the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Giants. We're all in the NFC East.
Right. I just learned this. My dad actually taught me this.
Oh yeah.
He taught me, and now I understand what the wild card means and why they play each other and they play each other twice. And I didn't know that until he explained it.
Yeah. All I can say is when I went to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Arlington, we beat the Eagles. And that's all that matters. And I'll live in that space until this is over.
It's okay. Delusion.
It's okay. Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl next year. Give us a shot.
When was the last time they
Well, we're probably not going anywhere now that we hired within the damn company. We're going to talk about good old boys. The Cowboys are that.
Are they still going to keep Dak?
Yeah, they can't get rid of him.
Why?
Because he's still in contract.
Oh.
Just like they couldn't get rid of who was that? We thought that they were gonna get rid of.
I like Dax though, but it seemed like Dak. It's not with an S. No, it seems like no Cowboy fan likes him. My friend James talks about him as if he's not the quarterback for the Cowboys. I'd be like, wait, isn't that your quarterback? He'd be like, yes, and I can't stand him.
He's passive, in my opinion. He doesn't do his own thing. Like, he's number one, I'm pissed off at that because he over here getting engaged and having babies and shit.
To who? Is she black?
No.
Oh.
Sarah. I think her name is. It doesn't matter though. Well, he's half white. So
is he?
Yeah.
So is the Eagles. His girl is
Hurts.
white. Hurts girl is
not
white.
Surprised.
He's mixed though.
Is that on the topic for today?
I think
that'll be for next time. Tune in.
I think that is on the next one. It was supposed to be.
Just stick
Tune in, y'all. We're going to have that conversation. But anyway, yes, I'm going for the Eagles. You're going for the Chiefs. Even though if we're around each other, I still love you.
No, it's okay. Look, neither one of them are my team. I don't care.
I want them to whoop they behind.
I don't like Mahomes' wife. She's a Trumpster. So
how you know?
Because
is she white too?
Of course.
That
is why the Taylor Swift whole thing. No.
Is that why Taylor Swift what?
That's why Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes fell out because of the whole election thing.
Because she came out and said she was with Kamala.
Right. And Brittany is a Trump supporter. So that's why they don't sit together anymore in the skybox.
The election be breaking up friendships for real.
Well, it's not that are these people really your friend? Or were you just trying to hang out with Taylor Swift in the box and trying to be friends? That doesn't mean that y'all were actually friends.
But if they were actually friends, and the only reason...
But they weren't, because she only popped up when she started dating Kelsey.
He does not look cute anymore. You can tell the difference between a man when you leave a black girl, for real. I ain't just trying to make this all about race, but y'all gotta go back and look at Kelsey.
Turning into that.
He had like a mushroom. It wasn't even like
he had.
He had the
The
spike.
white boy's got the cowboy mullet thing going on.
No, that's not cute on him. When he was with that black girl, he had the fade on the side.
They said she was horrible.
She was horrible?
I believe.
To
I
him?
had to do that. Just, the energy.
Why was she horrible,
I
though?
don't know. I have to look it up.
She got his
speaking,
ass.
I'm speaking. Well, she still got him. And you didn't marry him, so you didn't get nothing from him.
That's true.
So, girl, get on to the back.
Get on to the back and keep it pushing on there.
Oh, look, my shirt is very fitting for today's conversation.
Dun-dun-dun.
All
right. Next one we got is the thought-provoking. This is kind of silly, but it's cereal soup, y'all. Why isn't it? Looks less.
Yeah, where'd you find
challenge our thoughts
at?
here. Hey Siri, what is the definition of soup? Soup is a liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables in a stock of water.
Mm-hmm. So there's no meat, fish, or vegetables in cereal.
I think it's soup. Do y'all think it's soup?
Done.
Do y'all think it's soup?
Mm-mm.
No, it's not. Like it said, typically, it can be hot.
Or if you have
oatmeal,
like a gazpacho.
Or what about like porridge?
That's porridge. That's a hot.
It could be like a
That's
stew.
a hot cereal.
It could be a stew.
No, stew has meat.
Hey Siri, is cereal a soup?
Who?
No, cereal is considered.
Cereal
is not considered a soup in the traditional culinary.
Okay.
All right, moving on. That's it, y'all. That's
the answer.
The answer is heck to the no. So we're going to end up with our holistic topic, which for some reason I'm not seeing it. Where is it? We're going to talk about a cleanse that we are doing coming up in February. And
which is like 2 days from now.
Yes, 2 days from now. You guys will probably, we will be on the second day of it when this airs. We'll be on the second day, I believe. And so let me just explain what it is. It is a liquid cleanse fast, and you're not really even supposed to tell people, but we're just going to open it up and just tell. And
what you mean not supposed to tell?
So when you do fast, or
that's what's between you and God.
Yeah. So like when you do a fast, that's why I'm saying cleanse. You really supposed to keep it to yourself. And this is the only time we're going to mention it. You guys will probably forget, but during that time, it's a time to connect to the spirit and to connect to other parts of your body that you normally don't connect with, because food would be the replacement of it. So, and the purpose of it, like for me, the reason I want to do it is because both of us are about to be 40. And about time this February is over, we'll be entering into March. And for me, I just want to have a very clear mind. And I want to eliminate anything to make me lean on the spiritual side of myself more than the side of me that is more human. And the reason for this is because I really have been feeling like I'm in a stage of my life where I feel like even though I'm wiser than I was 20 years ago, I feel like I'm also just getting started, if that makes sense. But I want this to represent the just getting started side of life, where it's like, yeah, I'm about to be 40, but we here and it's up from here type vibes, and I have been, I think, been spiritually attacked in the last 30 days. And I feel like I have been around a lot of spirits that, haven't been the best. And it's funny because the moment that some of these things were, released, I guess you can say, it's like it opens up more things. And I think I want this to represent and give me more of whatever is to come in the positive. And sometimes when I eat, like, for example, when I'm stressed, I'll go eat something that's heavy and that I love, like Indian food, and it will make me feel good in that moment. But I don't want comfort, because comfortability is not always good. You know, it feels good, but sometimes you don't need to be comfortable. Sometimes you need to be uncomfortable to really recognize what the next step is. So, and so just to give a what is it that we'll be doing is literally fasting on water, tea. You know, if for me, if
Are
I
you
work,
allowed to do like cold pressed juices?
you can really just structure it in the way that, like for me,
I'm worried about not having any flavor.
well, you can drink honey.
I'm
So what I normally
worried
do is
about not having any flavor.
so what I normally do is I'll put like lemons, oranges, ginger root. You can even put clove, a stick of cinnamon, and you just boil that damn thing. And then when you put your tea, your honey, you can get a good portion of it into that. Because remember, you're not taking on any calories. So if you did 3 tablespoons of honey and you mix that thing, you're not gonna want any more. You're gonna drink that, drink some water, and I promise. See, the first 3 days are gonna be hell. That's like the wilderness experience because you're not just fighting hunger or like the routine of hunger, but you also are fighting just habits. It's so, you know, you might come in, normally grab your coffee, grab one of these. And like with me, I cook every day for my kids, right? The daycare kids. And so like for me, I sometimes just pick a fry, pick this, take a fish stick, or does this taste good? And it's just, so in those moments, it's the ability to go, oh no. And it's to stop you from doing, you know, that's the part that's a challenge. And that usually is the first 72 hours. But after this 72 hours, it's actually incredible how even your skin.
I'm worried. I'm going to be honest. I'm worried. And I really want to do this. Not, you know, I get that fasting is supposed to be between you and the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like we're in a time where if we are going to be bold for something that is positive, now is the time to be sharing that with people.
Absolutely.
And I am one that I was listening to a podcast about budgeting, and they were like, a lot of times people don't share that they are budgeting because it gives them an out when they don't do what they are supposed to do with their budget. So if I haven't shared that I'm doing this, then I will feel in my mind I have allowed myself cheat time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't really tell anybody about this, so nobody really knows. So I can continue to have my snacks, you know, or eat something that was. So I'm interested to see how, I don't know. I'm interested to see how the Lord is going to work on this one, because I have never done a fast.
Really?
Never.
Like never 3 days, 4 days, 7 days.
Hungry. I don't believe in fasting. I believe in, you know, I'm like eating clean is fasting to me.
Okay.
So I'm going to struggle.
See, that's another reason, because I want to help people, and I'm going to document this too. We're going to document it. We won't share anything until we're done, or I won't until we're done. We won't until we're done.
I'm with the group.
Okay, so and the reason is I want us to get to a place, because we got to remember that we live in the U.S. We are descendants of slaves, right? And that's not to keep going back to that place, but we don't know our original culture. Our original culture is the way we eat clean is how we normally eat. And so that's where I want us to get to, where we don't feel like this is a diet when we eat healthy. No, this is how you're supposed to eat. Right. And when you eat out and you go to the restaurants and I get the Indian food where I'm not feeling like that's my regular everyday stuff, that's junk food. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so that's really what I want my mind, body, and soul to get on track of what is not. And it's so dramatic because no one else is doing this that right. We know that we're around. And so,
I'm sorry.
No,
another concern is dealing. I don't like that word. I have to change that. Participating in life's activities without participating in the food portion of that.
That part is going to be hard. But
so I'm like, am I going to be this person that's? I'm honestly, I don't need to meet anybody at a restaurant. you know, my meals, I mean, my meetings and stuff are going to have to happen like in the office or in a space where food is not an option, because I don't feel like I'm going to have to go to the Lord about this too a lot.
But that's where the challenge can be a blessing, because all you got to do is what I do in those moments, and the longest I've done this, the only reason why I don't want to sound like I'm an expert, but I have done this for 41 straight days. No stopping. You can ask my ex of
Go
my
ahead
ex.
And put me on Naked and Afraid.
The ex before the ex could confirm this. I lost a lot of weight, but that wasn't the point. When I would
What's a lot?
Like I switched.
But didn't you say something about a protein shake?
I am going to do protein because I didn't work out when I did the 41 days. When I did the 41 days, I never worked out. I'm still going to work out 3 times a week. I'm still going to go to practice. But when I go to,
do you feel weak?
Mm-mm.
You don't have any moments of feeling weak. I mean, I could not eat for 12 hours and I'm feeling like,
no, I never felt after the 3rd day. No, I don't feel like lethargic, like I'm drained. No. And that may be because I got a lot of fat stored. I don't know if we got to, like I got a lot to burn. So you'll actually start feeling heat within your body. Like there's going to be moments where you can feel that you're burning calories within. Seriously. And then if you keep taking pictures every day of yourself, it's like you're shrinking, but your body. So fat is really like, think of bears and big animals. When they hibernate, they don't eat for months. And the reason why they don't eat is because their body is stored fat. So we have been blessed as humans to be able to eat as much as we want. We don't have to save up for the winter anymore. And exactly what comes with anything.
Now we're overeating.
Right.
And everybody's fat.
Most of everyone in America is obese, And so you'll actually start feeling the body burning it, and it's exhilarating energy. Actually, it's healthy energy. When we eat, we're not supposed to get tired. The itis is a sign that you're eating shit. Just keeping it real. But anyway,
right on to sleep after that holiday meal.
So y'all are gonna right. You're gonna be sleep on the couch, can't even drive home. Food is fuel. It's just like basically regular, premium, and what is it? Regular, super premium. That's
gas.
That's how the food. So when you use better food, it's just you're gonna get longer mileage than regular gas. That's just a fact, And it's just like, you want to eat this apple, and then if you eat this burger, you're gonna get full with both. Actually, you might even get more full with the apple, because it's hard for me to eat a whole freaking apple. You got your fiber, your sugar. Huh?
I love an apple.
You like apples?
Nice, crisp.
My daycare kids got me liking apples, but I didn't like apples before them. Anyway, that's our charge. If you want to be a part of it, you can be. You're going to see.
Can we? So we're not going to be able to document any of this.
We are
finished.
I don't
think I'm going to make. You know what? I'm going to be positive.
Go for 20. I was thinking about doing it for 22 days. And the only reason why I was thinking to stop at 22 is because I have a trip for my birthday in March. So because there's preparation when you come off. You can't just go off and just go eat. You're going to throw up and your body might get sick. You have to wean yourself off. Like the first day you might drink orange juice. Then you might have a vegetable soup the next day. And then you're getting your body ready to digest and,
real food.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to see you guys at the next episode with a little bit less of this.
Well, a couple episodes.
Right, because, yeah. Anyway. Not that this is a lot,
start today. Well, see, I have that. And you don't.
I do have it. It's just that it's the shape of my face. See, look.
But it's not. I have that line. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, but what in the world? I don't know how to make that do that.
Mac.
Well, anyway, we're gonna get out of here. I just want to give a special shout out to special shout out to Make Gangs and Not Excuses. Book James Sanders. He's a physical. Is it personal trainer?
It's a personal trainer.
It's not a physical trainer. He's my personal trainer, and he is phenomenal. He also used to be a coach at Gridiron Gang, and he is a psychopath. But if you want psychopath results, hit him up at Make Gains and Not Excuses on Facebook. And we're going to see you guys next week. Until next time, don't forget to lead your week with nothing but, but before I say that, also follow the Sleuth podcast, y'all. on IG, along with Joy and Jamie, our beautiful co-host and my awesome friend. I just learned what the sleuth means, which is like a detective. Am I the only one who didn't know that? Anyway, and our episodes are every Sunday at 12 o'clock. Definitely follow us. And also be on the lookout for our up and coming live show in the summer. This summer, 2025, we want to invite you guys to a live podcast show. And so it's going to be awesome. We're going to give you more details in the future. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to the Z Truth Podcast. We hope today's episode gave you value and something new to think about. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and join the conversation by following us on all platforms. Sharing is caring, so do us a favor and share it with someone who needs to hear the truth.